Hi everybody, Shane here from Guitar Work. Welcome back. As you can see, we're in a different spot here today, slightly different as you can see. A beautiful Lake Clear here near Eganville, Ontario. Gorgeous, and it's nice and quiet. I hope we don't get any jet skis whipping by anytime soon. We may have to take a break. But welcome back, and I'll be referring, this is Seven Bridges Road, the Eagles version of this, originally by Steve Young. And by request, thank you for the request, by the way. And we'll be going through it slowly, and also it's in, I'm going to do it in standard tuning. I know it's in drop D tuning originally, but just to take that out of the equation, we'll do it in standard tuning, make things a little bit easier for you. And you can switch back to, you can go to drop D if you choose to later on. It's an easy transition. But I'll be referring to sheets constantly through the whole video, so you know what I'm talking about. You go to ShaneSimpson.com, ShaneSimpson.com, just look for a red button that says download Guitar Work song sheets, and you could follow along easily. I think you'll find it really, really helps. So go grab those sheets and come back and see us. There's a big nasty, now there's a couple of guitars and they're crisscrossing. In the intro you're hearing a lot of stuff going on, so to capture that in one guitar as they crisscross, I think I've got it pretty much nailed here for you. We're having to make some concessions here and there to capture the two. Instead of starting right with the fancy intro kind of nasty bluegrass riff, I'll just take you through each of the chords and what to do with the right hand most especially. It's got that beautiful bluegrass kind of gallop to it, so you get that thing there. It's really, really nice. And all that's going on there, jump on you got three chords in the song, D, C, and G. Okay, so on the D chord, let's jump on a D. We all know what that looks like here. And I'm going to start by playing the D string open. So I'll call that your bass note, D string open, and then a quick down up. Now, in the area of detail, usually when you articulate or you isolate a bass note, you don't try not to hit them again in the next strum. So I'm going to start again. Here's your bass note, and then the top three strings will be my down up strum. Call it a chica. So you're getting bass, chica. So far we've got bass note, open D, bass, down, up, and here's your hammer on coming here. I'm going to take my first finger off there, isolate that G string, and hammer on that second fret. Now here it is again. So you're going from the top, bass note, chica, here's your hammer, and another chica. So you're getting bass, chica, hammer, chica. Trying to make those chicas not too loud because you don't want them drowning out the hammer-on. So in time you've got so far bass, chica, hammer, chica, bass, chica, hammer, chica, bass, chica, hammer, chica. You may have to look at your right hand to nail down that bass note and the G string for the hammer-on. There's no shame in that at first. Pretty soon you just kind of know where you are. If your rest is good here, if you're always in the same spot. So again, from D, bass, chica, hammer, chica, bass, chica, hammer, chica, bass, chica, hammer, chica, bass, chica, hammer, chica. That's your D chord. Jumping on the C, you're going to see a bass note articulated again. So we're jumping on a C and playing the bass note here on the A string, just bass. Here's my chica. I'm going to hammer the second fret of the D string, so that middle finger's got to come off of there. Hammer, and then chica. So far again, you've got from the C, bass note, chica, hammer, middle finger coming on and off, or off and on, and then your chica again. So you got bass, chica, hammer, chica. Now this is a 2-bar phrase, watch out. Here again is your first bar of C, bass, chica, hammer, chica. Now I'm going to play the open G in the second bar, chica, and then that hammer again. All that. I'm going to go bass, chica, hammer, chica, open G, chica, hammer, chica. So that's a lot on that C chord. Let me do it again. Here's bass, chica, hammer, chica, open G, chica, hammer, chica. Okay, so in time the C chord, bass, chica, hammer, chica, open G, hammer. Again, bass, chica, hammer, chica, open G, hammer, chica. And again, you may have to look at your right hand to get that accuracy going on. One more chord on the G chord. I'm going to play this G. Lots of versions of G out there. I'm going to play this G. It sounds a bit more bluegrassy to me, or a bit more country. And it's getting windy here. Bass, chica. So your bass note again is on the low E for the G chord. Bass. Here's your chica. I'm going to hammer the second fret here of the A string, so the middle finger's got to come off of there. I end up taking my middle and ring off, you may find, because sometimes I'll get that thud, so I don't want that happening. So again, G, bass, chica. Here's a hammer, second fret, A string. Here's your chicka, and now the open D. Oh, sorry, yeah, open D. And here's your hammer again. And again, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, open D, chicka, hammer, chicka. There you go. Now look at your sheet for that, and you'll see it clearly spelled out. The up and down arrows are telling you which way to strum that. So here's your G again, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, open D, and hammer again, chicka. Okay, so if we put all that together, I'll start it from the D very slowly. Check this out. D, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, bass, chicka. C, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka. G, and back to D. There's that little hammer on the D. Yeah, so we're just getting our basic components down here. There's some bass walks coming your way and stuff. When we walk to C, we'll get that in just a second. But important that you have your basic stuff on the D. So in time, D, C, G, back to D, C, G, back to D. So anytime you see D, you have C or G on your song sheet, you should be doing that. Each of them has a riff in there. And I should say, you know, for a basic campfire version, it'd be perfectly reasonable if you don't want to get into all that heavy duty stuff. Just strumming D's, C's, and G's is going to do the job if you're singing over top of that for sure. From there, okay, there's a walk to the C. So I'm going to start on the D chord again, very top, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, bass, chicka, hammer, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, bass. Here it comes. So I left that D a little early in favor of getting that bass walk. So you sing open A, and then the second fret of the A string, and then the third fret of the A string. And then that brings me to the C shape. So let me do that again from D, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, bass, chicka, hammer, chicka, bass, chicka. Three of those. Here it comes now. Bass. And then you're in your C idea. And then your G idea. Very slowly again. Here's with the walk to C. Ready? 3, 4, D. There's the walk coming. C idea. G idea. D. Good. Now if I speed that up, 3. Oh wow. Grassy gallop to it. So it's important to know when to leave the D chord in favor of getting that bass walk. But add these details as you feel ready for them. You might have to stop tape there, and just go at it, get your basic G's, C's, and D's ideas, and come back and add the decorative stuff later on. Don't feel you need to do it all in one shot. Now there is a really nice little and fierce little bluegrass idea in the intro, and it's this here. You'll see it in tabs. So instead of playing the G in the intro, he does that. And that G idea slowly is this. And that will take the place of the G chord in the intro. Now it's fast and furious, but let me put it in context very slowly just so you get the hang of it here. There's a walk to C. Tab. I'll tear it apart here now. It is a hammer, open A string, to the second fret of your A string. I'm using my second finger there, it just seems to make sense to me. So hammer, and open D. And then we're going to the G string, the low E string at the third fret. So that again is, yeah, get her that far. And now the same hammer, but open G now, followed by the open D string. Here's what you have so far. Go and finish it off with a pull off here, second fret, pulled off to the open string on the A string here. And I'm going to go to the first fret of the low E, then to the open D string. slowly, and follow your tab. You shouldn't be able to devour this and just by watching it one time through in a video. So stop tape, look at the tab, get it all going on. So in context, here it is here. Ow. Yeah, so it's nasty for sure. But again, add the decoration as you see fit. Now the whole song is D, C, and G. And in group classes, I use this song for kind of an ear training thing. You should be able to figure out by listening, by repeated listening and sort of analytical listening, what chord is where. You could follow the song sheet that has the chord written over top of the lyrics and all that, but it's important you can hear things changing and how long each one is. There's only 3 chords, right? So even if you stayed on a D chord the whole time, you'd be right 33% of the time. Kidding, don't do that. So D's, C's, and G's. Get in there and really try to hear it. You can stare at that chart for sure, but you kind of earn it when you do the ear training thing. So try to figure it out on your own before consulting the chart. Maybe I'm speaking of just where the chords actually change. So just to sum it all up, guys, we've got D with a hammer, a walk to C, hammer, G, and hammers, back to D. And if you're feeling up to it, we've got that nasty little bluegrass riff in the intro. All right, okay. It's a lot of fun to play. And a word about when I do that kind of thing, I rest my right hand here. You may find it really helps. If I was just out in space like that, I'd miss more strings than I typically do. So try to think about that technique-wise. So for the strum, no rest. Your rest is right there. And then when you need that stuff there, go for the rest there. So that's Seven of Bridges Road, at least the components of it. And again, there's 2 guitars in there. We're trying to get them to sort of stitch together. And but I think you'll find that is a convincing version. So enjoy it, have fun with it, and again, go get those sheets from ShaneSimpson.com. Thank you for your comments, suggestions, and certainly your requests. This was a request, and I appreciate it. Keep the comments, suggestions coming, and we'll see you down there in the comment section. So thank you again. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.